react to this, what everybody's been talking about. You know, TLC's documentary, one of my all-time favorite group. And you know, man, I gotta react to this thing, man. This thing is so powerful. It is inspiring. It is encouraging. It will literally push you forward. It's like, wait a minute, you talking about TLC? Yeah, I'm talking about TLC. Let's go.
Creep, Waterfalls, No Scrubs, TLC became the best-selling American female group ever.
Right here, the Grammys on Grammys on Grammys on Grammys. You know, the TLC won, but okay, so we're just gonna just educate for a second. It says the group enjoyed success during the 90s. Man, oh man, maybe the best years. Okay, with 9 top 10 hits on Billboard's 100, including 4 #1 singles: Creep, Waterfalls, No Scrubs, and Unpretty. Oh my gosh, God.
One could mess it up for everybody. And then we were like kind of not listening. And then she was like, so kick her out. So we had to kick this girl out her own group, child. And it's the way Lisa said it that was hilarious. Was this the bad news? And she was like, the good news is Pebbles wants us in the group. But the bad news is, girl, she don't want you in the group no more. And so, yeah, Pebbles heard about this little girl named Rosonda. We met her the same night, named her Chilli, auditioned for LA, Daryl Simmons in Dallas. And then that was it. On from there, we just started out and we were TLC, and it stood for Tion, Lisa, and Crystal originally.
Oh, man, look, I gotta go with the first reaction, man. I did not know that there was another group member in the group before, you know, T.Boz, Left Eye, and Chilli. But there was a new group member named Crystal that you see there, which would have been TLC. And so it was Crystal's group, and I think T.Boz and Left Eye might have gave her the booted her on up out of her own group, you know what I'm saying? And then they brought in Chilli. And I never ever knew that. So that's my first reaction. I'm like, okay, so let's get man, like I said, this thing was so amazing. T-Boz, in case some of y'all may not know, T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chilli, okay? T-Boz because she's the boss, Left Eye because the eye is right, and Chilli because she come with that sauce, okay? You know what it is. Never knew this about Rosonda. Did y'all know Rosonda? Okay, y'all don't know. Is that Chilli? I never knew this about her right here. This very personal information.
I made the appointment to have that done. So that was a horrible experience. I'm crying. I'm not a mom. I could have been a mom. You know what I mean? And oh man.
Right there, man. Right there. Okay, I'm not gonna get all into the deeps of all that type of stuff, but her, you know, the triumph from coming from that. And I'm not gonna touch on that too much, right? Because it's a very sensitive topic. But I love the fact that Chilli was not afraid to talk about it here, you know, of that. And it is so impactful.
After that, I probably experienced some kind of breakdown. I couldn't forgive myself. I just felt this tremendous guilt.
She said that she was in excruciating pain. Excruciating pain.
It sounds very painful. It feels like someone's stabbing you over and over again in your joints with a butcher knife. Sometimes you're in so much pain, you don't know who people are, you're delirious. We spoke to T.Boz.
Man, and this is what I'm talking about again. Like, I think that people forget. T.Boz, still young, had to deal with sickle cell. If you read anything on it, it actually affects the body parts that she needs the most. Her eyes, her hips, her legs.
She told us, quote, "When I'm touring, I get sick a lot and have to go to the hospital," end quote. T.Boz became a spokesperson for the Sickle Cell Disease Association of America.
The thing that I think is so powerful is that we never know a person's story. And we never know their background story, and we never know what their struggle is. Love about, what is it about T.Boz? You clearly see it may have slowed her down, but it didn't stop her. It meant to keep moving forward, keep going.
I do half of the things I do except for God has to be leading my life.
When you hit the stage, you know, they just see T.Boz singing and dancing her butt off. You know, they don't know.
We did the prep ahead of time.
Exactly. And what has to happen after the show.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what as a TLC fan, I never knew how much T.Boz struggled and how bad she wanted it to get back up on that stage after all the stuff that she goes through.
He walks by. He says a smart comment. I got real smart with him immediately. Next thing you know, he pulled me in the bedroom and we were fighting. When I looked in the mirror, hey, I might have got slapped a couple of times. And I know my dress got ripped off of me. My nails had been ripped from the sockets. Fingers bleeding. I didn't do anything wrong.
Man, so here it is again. I hate to even pause it here, but again, I just want to talk about like let's go out. Let's see. This is again, we just going behind the scenes. You know, they're giving us behind the scenes of what, and we don't know what the situation is. You know, and again, R.I.P. to the late great Lisa Left Eye Lopes. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened, but this is still talking about what she went through, the stuff that she had to go through. We're seeing like this is such a story of courage.
To the point where, you know, I can function and be happy every day and, you know, not let it get to me and bother me. So, I mean, things happen, but, you know, I got to put it behind me and keep on moving.
The only advice. Funk took the world by storm. Their 1994 Crazy Sexy Cool album sold more than 14 million copies, earning them 2 of their 4 Grammys.
I tell y'all, I love this group. Me and my friends were trying to be like TLC, you know, because they represent, you see right now, what I love so much about them is that they represented, you know, what was not being represented at the time, and that it's, you know what I'm saying, and that's why I love them most, that they showed us young girls that no, you don't have to wear the tight clothes. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, in your birthday suit all the time, you know, to get respect or to get, you know, eyes on you. And that's what TLC did.
A loss this morning after the tragic death of group member Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Devastating. When I would talk about her, I was speaking like she was still here. You know, I couldn't speak about her like in past tense. I couldn't do it. It's all,
yeah. And we're clear that things were different and they probably wouldn't be TLC as you knew it. But she would want us to move on. Yeah. When she said TLC is forever. We've done. No, but we really want to say thank you for all the love and support y'all been giving us all throughout the years. And we really appreciate y'all. And honestly, we still wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for y'all. We're always going to keep it going. For Lisa,
I love and respect so much about TLC. We know about Left Eye. We know I don't even want to keep hashing over that because it's just, if you were a fan of the group, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you, and all that type of stuff. So we know the late, great Lisa Left Eye, you know, that she transitioned on, and TLC, you know, T.Boz and Chilli had to figure out how to keep moving forward. This is why I love TLC so much to this very day. I don't bump them like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been redeemed and everything like that. So I'll probably bump, you know, some Miles McKinnick, some NK4, some Tasha Cobbs, okay, before I do them. But what I love about TLC and where they have been consistent throughout, you know, is moving forward, is pushing forward, is, you know what I'm saying, taking that obstacle and, you know what I'm saying, drop kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And that's always kind of how it's been from the many things that you saw. We're about to get into a major one about T.Boz, but that's what you saw from the things of, again, with Chilli, to the things that Left Eye went through to lose in Left Eye. And they're still pushing forward. Now we
living. I'm going to survive this. I'm going to beat this. I am going to pray. So what you got? How are we going to do this? It took me 3.5 to 4 years to heal from the brain tumor completely. I feel like I had to heal and I had to come back and I had to be okay because I had so many people to be okay for.
Man. Oh, why I did not realize way back then why I love TLC so much. But they're about life. They're about living. They're about moving forward. They're about like looking things, looking things and I should say looking at things and figuring out a way, again, to tackle that bad boy. Not to let it overcome them, but for them to overcome. And that's one of the things I want people to see about TLC, about T.Boz, Left Eye, and Chilli, even though Left Eye is no longer here. They are overcomers. You know,
And they filed for bankruptcy. Cheated, they say, by unfair recording contracts.
We're so broke. We had to borrow money to go broke. Lisa was dating Andre Rison still. He had to give us $15,000 a piece to go and file bankruptcy to go broke.
That's ridiculous.
He couldn't even afford to go broke.
That just really was baffling to me that TLC had to file for bankruptcy. You know, with all the success, I'm like, man, look, I had a good 3 albums myself. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that they had to file. I mean, just think about the embarrassment, all those things that come into play. And once again, what do we see out of TLC? They keep moving forward. They keep pushing forward.
What we stand for is being real, and we are what we are. We don't front, we don't try to be something we think people want us to be. Right. That's why when we came out with the baggy clothes, we're not saying you have to dress baggy like TLC, but if that's what you did, be comfortable. You don't have to, quote unquote, wear tight dresses to make it and stuff like that. Just be. So we talk about realism. Right. From the words to the clothes. Right.
Congratulations on all your success, on being positive black women.
Thank you.
That's really important to you, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's very important to us because all of our songs on the album stand for something. You know, like all the titles are self-explanatory.
And this is what I would say that I did not realize till I got older, actually how positive and how many deep-rooted messages were actually in TLC's music. I know y'all don't care, but I'm telling you, Tupac, man, Laura Winslow, and TLC had the greatest impact on my life.
I want you to have a very Merry Christmas.
Ooh.
5, 6, 7, 8, up, and away, right in this way, home alone, Christmas Eve, make believe it's time to play, so let's float on this note with a sack on my back, cause Santa's trying to mack in his Cadillac. Alright, I'm putting gifts to the side, he's a slipping and a sliding in his own sleigh ride. Aww,
I can't believe this. So you are really like.
So this is what I'm saying. This is what when I tell you I had this on. This I think this is video LP. I had every interview, not just a performance. Every interview that I could get my hands on of TLC. And I'm telling you, I would just go home after school, supposed to be studying. Sorry, mama. And I would just watch interviews. I wanted to be them so much because of the fun loving, you know, and you're looking and you're like, oh, dad, they was probably like 12, 13. No, they're like 22, 23 at that point. Loving, having great energy. And this is the other thing that I say I love so much about TLC that was different from any other group, you know, was they danced. Like they had routines. They were the first, you know, female group to me to really like care about their dance moves, care about their feet work, you know, and that's the thing about it with TLC. They cared about their choreography, you know, their style, their vocals. They cared about it all. They, you know, I love the fact they didn't rely on their looks and they didn't rely on, because all of them are T.Boz, Left Eye, and Chilli are beautiful. Okay, beautiful, next level beautiful. But they did not rely on that. They could have. TLC could have absolutely just relied on their looks, their body, and their shape and all that. But they did literally the opposite. And that's one of the reasons why I love this group so much. And TLC, what they came in and they did is they crushed all that. They're like, nah, man, I can wear baggy clothes and you still gonna want me, dude. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna, I can be crazy, sexy, and cool. I can be all of that. But women, we gotta be sophisticated. We have to be serious. We have to be da-da-da. No, TLC, they're cracking funnies. They're being silly and all that. And that's what I think this generation misses so much. And I feel privileged to have grown up listening to TLC. And I have cousins, young cousins all around me that I see the influences of and I'm not going to name them, but I see the influences that these other women are having on these young girls, and they're putting them in depression, eating disorders, all these different things, man, that we, you know what I'm saying, because of TLC, we didn't have to deal with stuff like that. They gave us a platform to be comfortable in who we are, you know, and it was so hard for me at that time because my mom, you know, was not feeling this right here, man. My mom was not feeling this at all, you know, even though it plays so much here. I don't think my mom at the time understood TLC's message, because now okay, go listen to you some TLC. Right? Because I guarantee my mom now would be like, I'd rather you be like that than what is now, what is classified as attractive now. Allowed to dress like them, no way. Let me tell you who came in the clutch. Like I said, who came in the clutch. This is why Laura was so important to me. Because she's a part of, Laura Winslow is a part of the 90s. So she's a part of that. She's a part of that era, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what you saw, that you're seeing it right now, right? You know, Laura had the if you will, the crazy, sexy, cool. You know what I'm saying? All the different outfits and things like that. And Laura really was a lifesaver in so many ways, because like I said, my mom was not, you down with TLC? My mom was like, no, not me. And no, not my daughter. You know, and I wanted to dress like TLC so bad. And my mom was like, no. You know what I'm saying? But who she would let me dress like is Laura Winslow. I could go and tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I saw Laura wear this, and we're at the mall the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom was like, no. I don't want you dressed like that. I want you dressed like this. But here's the thing about it, though. Laura still embodied what TLC's talking about. She embodied that. What I loved about TLC so much is they were organic, they were authentic, they were the first of their kind, and the only. No one's ever come out. Women have never been this bold to come out and wear these baggy clothes, and you know what I'm saying, and work on their feet work the way that they do. And that's the one thing that I look at it when it comes to TLC. That we have never seen. They're like Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Steph. Like something that we just never seen before. This out. I can't have the sound because you don't own the music and some channels and stuff. But check Chilli out. Okay, she's a good 49, 50, something like that. Look at what this woman is doing. This is why they're so inspiring still to this very day. Now we don't have sound, but just check out the feet work. Okay, feet work. Just check this woman out, man. Just look at this. Just look at this. There's people that can't do this in their 20s. Look at this. Get it, Chilli. Come on. 50 what? 50 what? 50 what? Exactly. 50 can't see me. That's what Chilli just said. 50 can't see me. Come on. Look at this. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And this in a nutshell, man, is what TLC is and what they've always been, and I think what they will always be. Inspiring, trials and tribulations, they stomp through, they dance through, they make it through, they talk through. And that is what is so inspiring. That's why I just want people, I hope that they take away from the documentary. Again, like I said, go watch it. It's amazing. Or that you even take away from TLC, is how inspiring, how positive, they were. And also let's remember this too. You never know what somebody is going through. Show people grace. Show people mercy. I can never express this enough. If you really say that you care about these people, all famous people, I love them. I care about them. I love them. Are you praying for them? Are you praying for them? Are they too busy? Are you too busy being mesmerized by them? That's what I would encourage people in. Pray for them. They are people just like we are. They go through things like we do. Just because they have a gift or a talent or something that inspires us does not make them greater than us. They need prayer too. They need grace too. They need mercy too. They need love too. They need support too. So that's what I would just encourage people in, and you go and do that. And like I said, continue to what? Love God, love people, and may God bless you. May God keep you. Chilli, why don't you go ahead and take us out with these dance moves, though? Take us out with it.